All right, there we go. All right. What is happening, people? What is cracking out there? Wait till we get to about 10 views, and then we'll go ahead and get it started. I'm just kind of trying to figure out this app I got. It's supposed to allow me to watch like cable for free for like 7 days. I can watch this draft. But what is going on out there, people? What's happening? Certainly hope you all Saturday is going well. Just hanging in there myself. It's noon here on the East Coast, so we're going to go ahead and get it started. So, so yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it started. So, but what is happening out there from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the way around the world? What is happening? Shout out to the people in Australia that watched early on my stream, the Elite Dangerous stream. Shout out to everybody in Scotland, everybody in Italy. That's the country that looks like a boot. What's going on, Sick Humor? What is going on, man? Yeah, we're going to be doing some Infinity War spoilers. So, again, if you haven't seen the movie, you don't need to be here. I mean, this is if you're going to go see it. Whether you're going to go see it in today, tomorrow, it's assumed that you have watched the movie, like you were in the movie theater with us and you watched it with us. And we're going to discuss that. But we'll do the gaming news first. But shout out to the people that are here. Like I said, I haven't done a noon podcast in many, it's been a while. It has been a while. So, it's this first noon one I've done. So I'm still kind of waking up myself. I have been playing God of War. I've been stuck in something called Tier's Tomb or whatever it's called. So yeah, just battling through that. Again, with God of War, I've not done any of the side missions at all. So I'm hoping to finishing it here soon. So, but let's get it going on, people. What's happening out there? I certainly hope that you all are having a good weekend. We're getting nice weather finally here in my state. So I certainly hope everything works out. I have no idea what's happening, but we'll go ahead and do it. So, all right then, yeah. So we'll go ahead and first of all, we'll start with some gaming news. Xbox news. There's not a whole lot going on with Xbox right now. I think everybody is really just waiting to see what they're going to do, whether it's the Access show. I guess technically we're all waiting on with Xbox. We're waiting on State of Decay. Me personally, that's what I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and not Mass Effect Andromeda, sorry. I've been playing Mass Effect 3, and I still got a ways to go on that. I still have to do the tape back of Omega. I still have to do the big party. I say I got about 15 hours left in that game, 15 to 20 hours left in that game. So I'm good on that. Matt, on PlayStation 4, it's been God of War. Just my goodness gracious. Although, if somebody wants to play Forza Horizon 3 or Forza Horizon 5 on Xbox, just let me know. Elite Dangerous on Xbox, let me know. Because nobody, this sounds silly, but I can't find nobody to play those games with. And I've got Gears. I think I got Gears of War 4 on there still. So just somebody let me know something. I mean, I've got Recore. I guess I can start playing that. So I need to start playing that. So, but that's just, there's not a whole lot going on with the Xbox right now. That's not a diss on Xbox. That's just, there's not a whole lot going on there right now. So yeah, but we'll go ahead and, they set out the highest engagement numbers. I still don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know. So maybe Fatal can fill us in on what that exactly means. So shout out to Fatal. But we'll go ahead and get started here. So apparently, earlier this morning, Insomniac, through Game Informer, I think it was, they released some more information about the Iron Spider pre-order thing for Spider-Man on the PS4. So basically, if you pre-order, you get the Iron Spider outfit early. you get it early. Versus if somebody like me who's not pre-ordered yet, you know, if you don't pre-order it, then you're not going to go ahead and get it until later on in the game. They're also kind of going in and redesigning some of the characters as far as what they're going to look like. So the voice acting and stuff is pretty much done. So, but overall, the game is coming along nicely. They're still doing stuff to it. It won't be out till September. And and this is April or end of April. So, but yeah, so you got all the Forza games. You set to test Halo Master Chief Collection. Yeah, I've not. That's fine. Yeah, if anybody wants to play Forza 3, just send me an invite, and I'll try to jump on there with you. I mean, like I said, I've never played online with that game before. Gran Turismo, I have. Forza, I've not. So I've not done that. So, but yeah, I see they're too busy on PSN. I saw that PlayStation. Yeah. So, but yeah. So with that said, so with Spider-Man, I don't know if you guys plan on getting Spider-Man, but if you order or early, tongue tie. If you order early, you can go ahead and get the Iron Spider outfit before most people do. I know a lot of people are going to get the collector's edition to that. I'm anticipating Sony putting out some kind of console, whether it be a black console with the Venom thing on there. It could be something as simple as that. Whether they let you design your own console, which I think Microsoft may announce at E3, design your own console thing. I'm hoping they do that because I think that'll be cool. You get all kind of consoles made. You know, Microsoft would hook that up for you. But yeah, we'll move on to Tacoma. Now, Tacoma allegedly is, and I got the link in the description here. It's from an Engadget, I believe. Engadget is reporting that Tacoma is going to be on, it's going to go from the Microsoft system to the PlayStation system like May 8th. So, and 6 at Tacoma is trash. Yeah. So, again, it's still part of the news line, the whole sick. And so it's just a game that I think they showed it on on Xbox One at E3, but it's coming to PlayStation 4. So it's hilarious. I'm really cracking up on it because you always see these things of games going, PlayStation games leaving to go to Xbox. And then finally, people are reporting. And here's the good thing. Most of them have accepted that this is what's going on, Thomas Hand, that this is what Xbox is going to be doing, that you're better off, shout out to Matt's Gaming, you're pretty much just better off just getting a PC. You're pretty much just might as well just go ahead and get a PC. So, and that way you can play the Xbox game because that's what they want you to do anyway. So, but you can play all their games at whatever 1080p at 100 frames per second, 1440p 60, just on and on and on. So, this what's up, Trey BK? How you doing? So, the first half of September is going to be fire. Yeah, well, I'm definitely getting them both if I'm not dead or in jail. So that's my point. So yeah, shout out to Ryan the Professional. He just went live. So while he's gone live on some gaming stuff, we're going to do the Avengers spoilers. And again, this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie, you're gonna go ahead. You need to leave right now. You need to bounce like a check, get on up out of here, whatever you want to say. So, but really, we'll go through them again. So here we go. This is the Avengers spoiler review. Avengers Infinity War starts out at where Thor Ragnarok left off. Okay, so that's the end. What you're seeing when Thanos and the Black Order is on the Asgardian ship. Okay, when he is on the Asgardian ship, he has already left Xandar. Okay, I think that's what it's called, Xandar, which is where I think the Power Stone was. So, so we'll start right there with Xandar. They don't show what happens to Xandar, but he blows it up to Kingdom Come, I'm sure. So, but that's not shown. It's a plot hole. And what I'm going to do with my review is I'm going to do the ending of it as well. And I'm going to get into what Avengers 4, what it might be. What it might be. So, damn. There's just some loud people living in my apartment complex. All right. So it picks up right there. And at the beginning, you already see that he is coming for the Tesseract because Loki has the Tesseract. One of the first deaths, okay, again, this is a spoiler. One of the first deaths is Heimdall, which goes back to what I said last night. You know, when we say the first person that dies is always a black person, that's the first person you see die. I mean, there's hundreds dead, but the first person you see die is Heimdall. I believe he gets stabbed through his chest by Thanos himself. So Heimdall dies. Heimdall, he's played by Idris Elba. He's the Gate Watcher. The person that controls the world tree for them, that's Heimdall. So he dies first. So on this ship, you have Thor, who is captured. You have and Thanos threatens to kill Thor unless Loki hands over the Tesseract. So Loki goes ahead. He tries to kill Thanos. He's unsuccessful. Thanos calls him an Asgardian. And of course, Loki says, I'm not an Asgardian. And we have a Hulk. So the Hulk is on the ship. So, and I take that back. Hulk is on the ship. Heimdall, I believe, isn't dead yet. No, Heimdall is dead. Heimdall's dead. Okay. So you have Loki on the ship. You have Hulk. And you have Thor. One thing leads to another. Hulk gets his ass handed to him. He turns back into Bruce Banner. But they activate the space bridge, and then Loki gets killed. So within the first 10 minutes, you got Loki and Heimdall dead. Now, what should have given you all away for Loki dying is that Tom Hiddleston came out publicly 5 days ago and said he wants to play Galactus. That's the person I was talking about last night. So since he wants to play another character, his character died. I think everybody kind of knew that. So Z's, yeah. So all right, so now we're back to Earth, and you know, he comes crashing down. Hulk comes crashing down and into Doctor Strange's laboratory, whatever you want, the sanctum. And while he's at the sanctum, Stark's already there. Thor has already, not Thor, I'm sorry. Doctor Strange has already went to go get Tony Stark. So Tony Stark, you know, is at the sanctum. Doctor Strange is at the sanctum. Bruce Banner now at the sanctum. And Wong, Doctor Strange's assistant, at the sanctum. This is one of the scenes you see when they're all just kind of standing there. One thing leads to another. Hold on. There's this clown ass. Okay. There's just people right outside. Okay. So one thing leads to another. And so one thing leads to another. Then the Black Order shows up. The first group of people that shows up from the Black Order, I believe, is Ebony Maw and Supergiant. So they get into a fight right there at the sanctum. Of course, Iron Man's there. Spider-Man, he shows up because his spider sense goes off. You get the Stan Lee cameo of him driving the school bus. That's who that is. That's why people clapped and cheered. So, but moving on, this is the first act. This is Act 1. And again, it's a spoiler for Infinity War. So there's a big fight in the middle of the street. They get away. The Black Order gets away in the ship. Stark goes after him, you know. And so it's Stark, it's Spider-Man, and it's Doctor Strange. Because Doctor Strange gets captured. So, and it's a great fight in the street. And the first group that did their fighting, the people who did the movie John Wick 1 and 2, they choreographed that fight scene. They were the second unit. This was a second unit coordinating this fight. So they go ahead, they get away. Stark follows them along with Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and also Doctor Strange. So with that happening, you remember the Asgardian ship put out a distress signal. Well, the group of people that got that distress signal was the group of people that got the distress signal was the Guardians of the Galaxy. But one of the things that stands out to me is when Spider-Man gets the Iron Spider outfit, you know, in the first 30 minutes of the movie. So he gets his outfit, and one of the things Parker tells Stark is that I can't be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there's no neighborhood. That's one of the best lines. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he sends Hulk back. I don't remember if it was him or Loki. So, and but yeah, you're right, uncompetitive. So, but yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, but fact is that he died. They both died. You know, so you all just get prepared for that. So, as so there's no Easter egg there, you know, with that scene. So needless to say, so you have Stark, you have Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and you have Spider-Man all headed. They're going to with the Black Order. Okay. So where the Black Order is. So you cut to the scene where the Asgardian ship had been destroyed by Thanos, and they're all dead. You know, everybody's dead. Thor is alive. This is the famous scene you've seen where Thor hits the ship, and it turns out he's still alive. They bring him into the ship, they being the Guardians of the Galaxy. And, you know, they have their banter. Won't get into the banter. It's great with him and Star-Lord and the rest of the Guardians. And so it's at this point, you know, Thor wakes up. Thor kind of tells them what's going on. They kind of had a little face off. It was funny as hell. Arguably the best comedic scene in the movie. Just funny. And so they so anyway, Thor does not have his hammer. And this is where the tie-in with God of War starts coming in, because Thor has to go somewhere to get something forged, you know, by the elves. Like this, the same elves that are in God of War, so that are fixing your hammer. They said we forged that. We forged Thor's hammer. We forged your axe, whatever, you know, Kratos has. So, but the reason why Kratos' axe acts the way it does is because it's magic. It's been endowed with Asgardian magic. So, but we'll keep moving on here. So you have the scene. So now we're in space. I don't think we've gotten back to Earth yet, but now we're in space. So, so you have the Guardians finding Thor, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Thor leave to go and find the Forge, the Space Forge. Well, elves, dwarves, you get what I'm saying. There's kind of a cross tie-in of competitive. So the fact is that his axe acts the way it acts because he is indulged with Asgardian magic. So that magic comes from that realm. So that was your tie-in. A lot of people didn't catch it though, but appreciate it, and thanks for correcting that. You know, so yeah, but yeah, that's fine. So man, now where was I? Okay, I don't want to get into too much to that heavy into the bigger fight scenes. So the movie then skips to the second act, which is you have Gamora. You have Gamora pretty much tell Star-Lord that she knows where the Soul Stone is, but ain't gonna, you know, but she burned the map, you know, blah, blah, blah. So they're like, he can't get all the stones. We should be able to defeat him. So that was their plan kind of going in. So needless to say, the Guardians end up running into Stark and them, more banter, witty as hell. We'll come back to Earth now. You see Scarlet Witch and Vision. They're in Scotland, I think. Well, they say they're in Scotland. Of course, they're on a Disney lot, but they're in Scotland. They get attacked by Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. Let's see. So Corvus Glaive, and they get into it. I mean, they're Scarlet Witch and Vision are beaten pretty much. But then they're saved by Steve Rogers and his team. So Steve Rogers, it's Falcon, Scarlet Witch, you know, not Scarlet, I'm sorry, Black Widow. They all get into it. They fight them. They defeat them. and they take off, they roll, so they roll out. So and they're like, where in the world can we hide Vision? They're going to be able to find him, so forth and so on. So they end up heading to Wakanda. So we get to see T'Challa, Okoye, Shuri, all this kind of stuff. So you get to see them again. It's pretty cool. So cut back to space. Thanos ends up coming back to Titans, where he's from. Ends up fighting the Guardians. They had him beat. I mean, this is what was disappointing, is that they had this guy beat. That Spider-Man was pulling off his gauntlet. Iron Man was pulling it off. I mean, not Nebula, I'm sorry. Mantis is on top of him, putting him to sleep, and everything's working fine. So, but needless to say, I won't give away too many spoilers, but needless to say, you get into this huge ass fight scene. Doctor Strange says that he's looked into the future, so I've seen 14 million scenarios in which we only won one time. So Doctor Strange goes ahead and sacrifices. Needless to say, Thanos ends up winning because he finds out Gamora dies. That's how Thanos gets the Soul Stone. A huge Easter egg in that scene with the Soul Stone and stuff like that. At that point, when Gamora got killed, that's when my theater was just silent. I mean, just silent. I mean, nobody was moving. Gear pin drop, whatever metaphor you hear, quarter hit the ground, whatever you want to say. So we're moving ahead a little bit here. So moving ahead, Thanos now has every stone except the Mind Gem, because he got the Time Gem from Doctor Strange, where he defeated them. He got the Power Gem from Xandar. He got the Reality Gem from the Collector. Okay, he got the Soul Gem. I mean, he's got pretty much all but one. So, he got all but one. So now we're headed back to Earth. You've seen this commercial where with Wakanda, they're fighting, and the Wakandans pretty much defeat the Black Order. But Thanos is just too damn strong. And Thanos shows up and he fights them all. I mean, and he fights them all. He gets the Mind Gem from Vision, kills Vision right there. So Vision's gone. So now we'll get into what happens. Thor comes back with Stormbreaker or Leviathan. It looks like Leviathan to me, but it calls it Stormbreaker. He comes back with Stormbreaker and he shoves it right through Thanos' chest. But Thanos said, "Too bad, boy. You should have went for there's the word boy. He said, "Too bad. You should have went for my head." Snaps his fingers. Now, when he snapped his fingers, that's right out of the comics. That is directly out of the comics. And so at that point, people start dying. So the list of people that die: Black Panther, Bucky, Spider-Man, Mara Hill, and Samuel Jackson. They died. Other people died too. Doctor Strange. Here's what they did. So here's what Marvel did. Marvel essentially reset us back to 2012 with they reset us back to 2012 with the original Avengers. Okay, and you had Black Widow, Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, Captain America. Who else was there? And Clint. Okay, now all five of them will be alive, starting with the next Avengers movie, which comes out next June, I believe. So, but people want to know. So let me get into the Easter egg at the end. So the end cut scene. People are disappearing because this all happened instantaneously. People are starting to disappear, and because they're being killed. And so once they're being killed and things like that, this is happening all over the universe. So since this is happening all over the universe, Samuel Jackson and Mara Hill get out of their car, and Samuel Jackson goes into his classic mode of mother, you know what? And right before he says that, he hits send on a pager. and it says sending, sending, sending. Then it said message received, and it was a symbol. That symbol is Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel will come back to Earth, and eventually, well, they won't come back. They may come back to Earth, but she'll fight Thanos. You know, she'll defeat Thanos. She can do that single-handedly. Captain Marvel's the strongest superhero ever made. Okay, yes, stronger than Superman, stronger than Martian Manhunter. So she's a phenomenal superhero. So I won't go into her power set, but what I think is going to happen is it'll be the Guardians of the Galaxy, because Mantis died too. Mantis, Drax, gone. Okay, Groot, gone. You know, so that's why Sick was saying there was too many deaths. So, but shout out to Marvel for doing that. I mean, they killed a lot of people off. Now, these are the people that died after the what? After the Infinity Gauntlet was activated. Those people will probably be able to come back. You know they will, because there's going to be a second Spider-Man movie. There's going to be another Black Panther. So you know they're coming back, okay? In the meantime, M'Baku will probably become the new Black Panther, okay? M'Baku will become the new Black Panther. So, and that will, because Winston Duke, once again, in this movie, fantastic. But he'll be the new Black Panther. So, so just to make sure that everybody understands that. So, or it could be Shuri. Shuri could be the new Black Panther, but it'll all get fixed. So, but ultimately that's your movie. So you have lots of deaths, tons of action in the movie. I mean, tons of action, you know. So and that's the main thing, is that we went to go see. And yeah, but a lot of people died, a lot of people, and it's a fight, and the Avengers lost the fight. They lost, okay? And you know, Thanos at the end was actually accessing the Soul Gem to talk to Gamora, and Gamora just looked at him and said, "Was it worth it?" And he just, you know, it's crazy. So, but what I think is going to happen is with Captain Marvel, because she's part Kree, she will rally enough Kree, Skrulls, people from Xandar. She will rally enough of them to remember Sylvester Stallone's character, and they'll all be in your next Avengers movie. So, and yeah, so I think they're going to do the back half of what I think was called Infinity of the Infinity Gauntlet comic book. So I think we're just going to see the back half of it. You're not going to see Adam Warlock and stuff like that. So, but you will see the back half. But that was it, guys. That was my movie spoiler. So I certainly hope that you guys enjoyed it. And well, yeah, there is no Kraken in Infinity War. So no Kraken. It's lacking. What's going on, Ian? How you doing, brother? So, but man, guys, that was it, man. Like I said, I wanted to do this one. Big shout out to you guys. I'm going to try to hop on with Ryan the Professional, and but I don't know. I say I'm about midway through God of War. It is one of the best games I've ever played. So, but I'm going to see if I can. I got to get this TV fixed with this Samsung app. So. So yeah, but so let me go ahead and see if I can jump on with Ryan. And man, it was good talking to you guys. Like I said, this was a short one. Remember, I told you I was going to do this one, doing some gaming news. Appreciate you all being here. And I'm about to be out. Try to catch me on Ryan's thing. I'm gonna head over there right now. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the movie, by the way. I may go back at 2 o'clock to see it again. But take it easy, guys. Peace.